couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins to throw it. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings! Irv Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And now the rookie's free. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Patriots.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 62 yards. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the 1st down in the process.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw, and I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. The They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run again with Harris. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown! Jonnu Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as his guys have now moved out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
21, Vikings 14. Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy can block, a guy can catch, and a guy can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Judon, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Danielle Hunter, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jake Bailey now. And this returnable for Rager. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressures would have been higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
First down, here's Cousins. Cook makes the catch on the out route. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Open man once again, it's Thielen. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Pats are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet there? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
Can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone.
Marcus Jones on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
Not that the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On second down, it's Stevenson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On second down, Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
They run again on first down. Cook. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Cook following the penalty. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So still 14 yards to go. Second down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Smith catches left side. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw. Jones got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Tackle there by Lewis-Seen.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running the jet sweep, Thornton. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Cousins. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 16 yards right off the bat for a first down.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
They'll run with Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Dalvin Cook so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or two to punch this one in.
Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard,
Had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Trying the power game with Ham. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on fourth and goal at the 1. And instead of having a one-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Lewis. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Joseph connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Andrew Booth in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Jalen Rager on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They run the counter with Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, Cousins. This to C.J. Hand, the fullback. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Cousins. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter. He's got him in, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nelson Aguilar, 57 yards. And the Patriots use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. That's complete. It's Cook. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 43 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Here's Cousins. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Joseph now to have the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Marcus Jones on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Jones. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think they're going